your manager is about to lose their business playing with you and not treating you like the valuable employee you are, when will they learn to stop playing around with people who put God first in their life? I mean, these people are godless, and you can tell. And I'm not saying that to say that we have more God in us than anybody else, because we all have the presence and power of God within us. You can just tell who is doing their best to be a good person or not. And you need to be doing your best to be a good person, straight up, especially if you are someone that has people that you have working for you. That would only make sense. There are certain people who should be in management, and then there are certain people who really don't have any business being in management. They have a business, maybe they should have somebody else run it. They're either doing their best, or they're just doing it with their neglect. And sometimes, some people are doing their best, So this isn't about situations like that. Shout out to everybody that's doing their best. Shout out to all the good managers out there. Shout out to all the managers that care about their employees. All right, you know who you are. But then there are those managers that feel that you're expendable. They feel they can just let you go whenever they want, and that you're not important, and that you're not a MVP, a most valuable player when it comes to their business. All right? You have to be a better kind of person when you deal with people, and realize if you're not a better person when you deal with people. We all have things we need to work on, especially ourselves. We don't even have time to be focused on anybody else. We have so much to do with ourselves. But when you are constantly experiencing things, you're going to form an opinion about it. You're going to have an idea about it. You have a mind, you're alive, you think. Your thoughts are going to be put together, and something's going to come about how you feel about your experience. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time before you get treated a certain type of way, before you realize, you know what? I'm supposed to have my own thing. You know what? I need to level up in life because I'm too big. I'm too large. The biggest, the largest. I'm way more than the areas and the places and spaces that I'm trying to fill right now. You can't put more of something in a space that can only hold so much of something. And you, my good friend, you occupy too much space. Energetically, spiritually, you're the space you fill. You got people, you trying to work with other people, they faces smushed up against the wall. You ever seen a cartoon where the airbags, God forbid, explode and the person's face all smeared up against the glass, they sliding down it? That's how you have people feeling when you're in their presence. Spiritually, you take up too much space, and that's why people also, sidebar, try to, or feel they need to, encroach on your spiritual space and try to intimidate you, because they're the ones that feel intimidated, but you're unaware of it. You don't use your power the way that they use theirs. You use your powers for good, they use theirs for evil. So, to all the people out there who have a manager that you know is just not on the right side of things, and it may not even be anything serious, but petty things, small things built up over time. It only takes a brick to lay each day before you build a wall. And some of these managers are building a secret wall Tear down that wall, you evil ass manager. Some of these managers are building a secret wall between you and them just every day with their little comment, their belittlement, their ignorance, their lack of respect for you, or lack of empathy for you, or just lack of anything for you. Lack of appreciation of your time. Yes, you need to work, but you don't need to work for them. They tend to get things twisted because they take you as being comfortable. You get paid, you go to work every day. They feel that you need them instead of them feeling they need you. And this is why I'm going to say this. I challenge you to add more value into yourself. I challenge you to become smarter than you've ever been. Become more intelligent than you've ever been. Save more than you've ever been. Invest in yourself more than you've ever done before. So that way, when people get to trying to throw or shovel-ish your way, you'll have a wall built up. Before they even get to try to lay a brick, you'll already have a wall built up. A wall of intelligence, a wall of self-respect, a wall of self-dignity. A wall of I know who I am. So that way, when these disrespectful people who honestly think you need them and who fail to realize that a higher power is running the show, universal powers that be, for those of us who do good and love good, are running the show. They better be careful doing wrong to certain people, because they may end up with nothing. We don't want that for anybody. We want everybody to not only survive but thrive. Not just survive, but thrive. Some of these managers out here just want you to survive and work, and that's it. The world is a cold place. The world is a very cold place. It'll make or break you if you allow it to mold or shape your attitude. The world is a cold place, and it will break you if you allow it to mold or shape your attitude. Some of these managers end up causing you to have PTSD, or for you to have a sour or negative attitude because they have one. You know, you working for someone and you're happier than them, or you feel better about your life than them, and they get the idea or the whiff that they may have helped you achieve the opportunity of a lifetime. Not that you showed it or displayed it, it's just that they watch you so damn much. They might be watching you when you're not even thinking nobody's watching you. That's how they feel about this. That's how they truly feel. You never know, man. It could be that. It could be something they see about you. It could be the fact that the same thing that's been happening to you at every damn job you had. You're filling up too much space. You're this big trying to occupy a space that's this big. So since you're this big, you need to go to spaces that are large, huge. So that way, you'll be able to occupy a space where there are other large people, hopefully doing their thing. And new level, new devils. All right. So you can't forget that either. You have to keep that in mind. This is why we constantly have to work on ourselves, and we constantly have to be working on our mind. Some call it prayer, some call it working on your mind. Either one is just fine. They always seem to try to interrupt my video while I'm making one. This is the second day in a row where I received an update for my phone, where the update didn't appear all day, but it appears during the time where I'm making my videos, which is odd. But oddly enough, we proceed to give you what you need. So you're valuable, and you need to realize that, and you need to carry yourself as that. Don't act like you need anyone or anything. You don't. The only thing you need is God. That's it. That's all you need. So for anyone thinking that you need them because you work for them, let them think that. But don't you not carry yourself in a way that combats that. Not in a disrespectful or combative way, but your energy just you're just so confident that whatever they try to say or do, it has no effect on you, and you know that they know that they're believing a lie. So whatever they tend to think about you, however they try to come at you, you feel so good, you feel so strong within yourself and in your own mind that it won't have any effect on you. Because sooner or later, with all that you're doing, you're going to end up being self-employed. So all these jobs are for someone like you is just a stepping stone. It's not your forever. It's not the end all be all. It's not something you're going to have to do for the rest of your life. I want to free you from that right now. You will not be working for that company or that job for the rest of your life. You're going to be successful. All right? You're going to be successful. Put it in the comments. I'm going to be successful. You're not going to be working for somebody else for the rest of your life. You're going to be working for you. And you're going to be able to take care of everything you need to too. All your needs will be met. All your bills will be paid. You will be turned from a borrower to a lender. And from a thief to a spender. Just kidding. All right. From a borrower to a lender. Don't be stealing. All right. From a borrower to a lender. It just rhymed. You know I had to. All right. You'll be able to better yourself once you start bettering yourself. You'll be able to better yourself once you start bettering yourself, instead of bettering somebody's company and putting everything into them. Save some energy for yourself, so that way when you get home, you can work on your dome. You can work on your dream. You can work on your goal. That should be what's most important to you. That's what you should be thinking about while you're at work. Not to the point where you're distracted or not able to pay attention to what you want to do, but you get what I'm saying. Where attention goes, energy flows. And you want to assume that you're already successful also. You want to already live in the end of what it is you're doing. You want to already live in the end. And you have to be constantly working on your mind. You have to constantly, before you go to sleep, seeing yourself living the life you want, having the life you want. Don't go to sleep thinking, I gotta wake up and go back to work tomorrow. Even if that's physically what you have to do, mentally, and you should be seeing, thinking, and feeling something else. Because sooner or later, once you believe that, it's going to work itself out for you. You'll become that. You'll take steps. You'll be moved in the direction to make a change in your life. I know you felt that one. All right. You'll be motivated to make a change in your life. And some of y'all managers may have something against you because you're too motivated. Your success energy is too damn big. You're too successful to fill up some of these spaces, some of these positions. Nobody is above a job or hard work unless they place themselves above that and they start to view their life as a job and start to take serious the hard work that they would like to do for themselves, so that way they can accomplish a goal. Everybody wants something, and you got to know what you want in order to have it. Most people don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. Most people don't get what they want because they don't know what they want. You watching this video, I know you know what you want. You want to be respected. You want to be treated with dignity. So that's why you have to carry yourself in such a way that no matter how somebody comes at you, no matter how somebody treats you, no matter how somebody wants you to feel about yourself, you'll be able to overpower that with how you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself and the direction your life is going in. You don't need to feel defeated. You don't need to feel downtrodden, because that may be what they're trying to project into you. You're better than some of the people that you encounter because of how you carry yourself, how humble you are, how respectful you are. But people see that, and because they don't have it, they naturally tend to push you or push your buttons or push you in a direction to where you're behaving oppositely of how you normally would. They want to see what makes you tick. They want to see what makes you act the opposite of that. And when you have a fucking manager that acts like that, it makes it really difficult for you to want to maintain that job or keep that job without the proper without the proper awareness. Shout out to everybody that can, do their thing and keep going what they got going for them. But if that's not what you know how to do, that may not be for you. That may not be something you know how to do right now. It may come to you with skill. You may have to do it 50 times. Somebody may get it 5 times. After 5 times, you may get it after 50 times. Does that take anything away from you? No. Because if you're not giving up, you're gonna win. If you continue, you're going to win. And just like everybody else is winning and doing well, guess what? You'll be able to get what it is that's for you also. You'll be able to get what's yours. Because whether they like it or not, it's coming to you. If you can see and feel and imagine some good coming into your life regardless of circumstances, not basing your faith off of appearances, the things you see, the things you experience, not allowing this matrix to program your mind and how you feel about what's going on inside of you. You can change this world externally by focusing on what you want internally and only viewing that, only seeing that, only thinking of that, only wanting that, and being blind to everything else. But it takes work. You have to work your mind. You have to train your brain. You have to curtail your thoughts and thinking pattern into a way that's going to lead you there. And you have to reach a level of spiritual maturity. Otherwise, this information won't find you. The only reason why you're here is because you reached a level of spiritual maturity, and that's the only reason why you were able to find this information was able to find you in the first place. Not everybody comes across these videos. They're not meant to. It's only meant for who it's meant for. Copy that 10-4. So there are people out there that just don't know what they have coming to them, and they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out. People treat you how you treat yourself. You may have been in a situation to where, man, I've been trying to make things better for me. I've been trying to get things together so that way I could look better, that way I could present myself better. But it's like every time I try or every time I go up, they keep trying to knock me down. Guess what? You got to get back up regardless. Guess what? You have to keep trying regardless. Guess what? You're not going anywhere anytime soon. All right. Suicide is a final problem. Suicide is a finite solution for a temporary problem. And that's what a lot of these situations will end up driving you to. And I'm not saying that's what managers are doing, but just overall, all right, some are, but overall, there are situations where it's workplace mobbing situations where all your hater ass coworkers are fakes and snakes and hating on you, and because you got them pressed. You got them pressed up against the wall. You got the walls closing in on them. They don't have no damn dreams. They don't have no success energy. All they have is that damn job. And when you go there and when you feel successful because you have other things going on for you other than a whack-ass job, they hate on you. And they get mad because your life is better at work, because your life is better outside of work. They don't have no outside of work life. I'll be there for you, and you'll be there for me too. That's all they got. No disrespect to anybody that likes that 90s classic. Oh, wee. Taking somebody back. But they ain't got much going on for them. You're your own friend. You don't need to lean on other people necessarily. You have your own energy. And even if you went to go lean on them, you'd be leaning on a butcher's knife or something. Something they stab you in the back with. What's this thing poking me in the back? Oh, there's blood. I knew I should have leaned on them. You can't trust them, and you know you can't. You have a high levels of emotional intelligence, and you can tell you have a high level of aptitude, mental aptitude to be able to tell these kinds of things. You know not to trust these people. Why? And they create hostile, toxic work environments when you don't tell them what they need to know, when you don't let them drain your energy, when you don't engage with them energetically like they want, so that way they can destroy you and deplete you and watch you walk around all bent over and tired and in a shell of your existence. You know, a weaker person than you were when you first got there. They know what they do to people. Look what we did to him. See how he came in here? Look at him now. You having fun? You having fun? People harass the person that feels good. Majority of people, they hate themselves. Even if they're working out, they still hate themselves. There are people who you think would feel good about themselves. They're driving. They got a home. They got a house is not a home. They got a home, a heart, a relationship. They got all these things. All the things. They got all the things they got. And you think they are happy with everything that they got? No. They don't know what happiness is. They thought all these things would bring them happiness and joy. It didn't bring them nothing but misery and despair because they disregarded and didn't listen to certain I guess positive messages, or just maybe they were closed off. Maybe they just meant to live that life. I don't know. I don't understand that. They see. Here's the thing. Instead of being individual, they lost themselves a long time ago. These are people who chose to bully, to pick on, these are people who chose to be in the in crowd. These are people who sold their souls a long time ago and did not maintain their innocence by being an individual. They got lost in these damn groups and put themselves above other people, and birds of a feather flock together. They became or developed, or just however things come about for people like this. Maybe there. But see, here's another thing. I keep forgetting, but I never forget, because my mind is a storehouse of infinite memory. They're born like this. These individuals are born like this. All right. So for the managers out here that are born like this and that are pushing people They pushing P. They pushing P. See, it's good and bad at the same time, because for those who are wise and intelligent, they're pushing you to become your best. They're pushing you to be better than you've ever been. They're pushing you to experience what you don't want to experience, so that way you can realize what you do want to experience. So at the same time, it's bad for you, but it's good for you at the same time. It pushes you. It makes you act. It makes you believe in yourself. It makes you want to go hard, because you know what you don't want anymore. You don't want people that don't have no respect for you because they have the power not to. And if they feel you're somebody that they shouldn't respect, they're not going to. You may be working on yourself. You may have some things you need to change. You respect you. They may not respect what you're going through, or they may just be a flat out just evil person. But guess what? They keep barking up the wrong tree. They ain't gonna have nothing. They keep barking up the wrong tree. They ain't gonna have Nathan. That's all they gonna have is Nathans. What happened to your other business? Oh, well, they had to revert back to the other business. Now they're on the side of the road selling hot dogs. And even if you did it, you might even do that just to mess with them, just to be some competition, just as a slap in the face. You might just set one up right across the street. Hey, you want to work for me? Oh, that. Oh. The tables are gonna turn. They're gonna be working for you. Oh, look at God. They're gonna be working for you. If they keep barking up the wrong tree, they're going to end up with nothing, and they're going to end up having to come to you for a job. They're going to end up coming to you for a job. There was an ex-felon that got arrested by this cop, but now he became a manager, and the cop retired and ended up being the ex-felon ended up being that man's boss. Life is hilarious. All right, they may end up working, they are already working for you. They better tread lightly. You gonna be telling them no breaks, no vacation, no holiday pay, no nothing. Just work. I'll work you like you work me. Oh yeah. We're gonna work y'all like y'all worked us. Man, all the employees are gonna work their manager like they worked us. You better have done some things right. You better have been a great manager, because when the tables turn and you have done people wrong, that energy doesn't go anywhere. That's why it's good to repent, which is to change, which is to think again, and to become a different person. That's what that's about. And your managers may want to become a different person, because if they don't, this is the message right here. If they don't become a better person, they're gonna lose their business, and they're gonna be working for you. You gonna be cutting the check. And you may not even cut the check on time, because that's how they like to do it. They like to play around, and they like to not pay you on time. And they also like to false fake you, promise you things and not give them to you. Who does that? Who does that? I'm gonna make you make a decision that alters your life, only to not give you what I proposed to you to make the life-altering decision. Why not just be straight up with somebody? Hey, we don't have this. I need you to do this. Okay, that's as simple as that. You know what? I can respect that. As a businessman, you running your business, I work for you. I respect that. I'm going to comply. But why you gotta try to play somebody? That shows your level of respect for that person. That shows how you feel about that person. That shows you don't value that person. That's what that shows. People playing with you. People not paying you on time. Managers allowing you to be mobbed. Managers mobbing you. What is wrong with these people? You have demons at the workplace. Most workplaces today are ran by devils. Most jobs today are hell for good people. And there are some people that just, you know what, I'm not gonna let you stress me the hell out. I'm not. There are certain people, they're soft and sweet and cuddly and beautiful and they smell good. And, you know, they can rock out. You know, they may mess with them here and there, but then you got the people who hate them. But, I mean, it's different when it's different for certain people because, they think they can get something from you. And I'm not hating. You know, you work it. Okay, you soft, cuddly, cute thing. You work it. Do your thing. Yeah, do that. Keep getting that money. All right, make sure you can solidify your place at the workplace. But then there are some people who are a threat, and then they just get a little bit of extra. And but depending on the type of person you are, if you're able to handle those things, kudos. Some people, if you're not and you don't have the mental fortitude, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you need to find something else. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you because people are messing with you and trying to put you under certain pressures. So you may have to take a different approach. You may have to go do your own thing. You may have to become a manager yourself. So I advise you to constantly work on yourself, improve yourself, be making yourself better, making your life better, making things better for you. So that way, when people try to make things hard for you or worse for you, you can make a decision. You know what? I don't need this. I have some other ventures, some other things that I could go do. I want you to make it a goal to make having a job a side hustle. That's what I want you to do. I challenge you watching this video to make you having a job a side hustle and make your life your job. Make your dream your job. That way you can have your dream job. I challenge you to already live in the reality that you would want for yourself. Already live in the reality that you would see for yourself. Truly believe that. Truly feel that. How would you act to other people? How would you act in life, period? If you had what you wanted, things would be hitting you left and right. Okay, whatever. It's all good. That's fine. Oh, that's what they did? Okay. All those zeros in my bank account just make all that trouble just fade away. Thank you, God, for money. Thank you, God, for success. Thank you, God, for wealth, health, and happiness. Feels so good. That's the state that you have to assume that you're in. That's the state that no matter what is going on around you, there is a frequency that you can tap into, that you can strengthen if you can strengthen your mind up enough to remain on that frequency for a certain amount of time, your whole entire life will change. And external forces will have to respond. Will have to, because it's law. You break the law, whoop. You vibrate on this frequency, whoop. This law has to respond to you. Your outward reality must change. And outward forces, people, places, and things will revert themselves and change and be reorganized according to your belief. Your managers better be careful. And they better treat you with some respect. But even by now, it's too late. But they better treat you with some respect, because word on these spiritual streets is they finna be working for you. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. If you love my content and support my content, my Cash App and my PayPal are in the description. Send a donation. It will be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time. Shout out to the GCVs, the Galactic family, and of course, Druuill Nation. I'm holla at y'all. Peace.